Hey, what's up everybody? This is Max Tape. We're over here in Debug TV and we're about to interview a celebrity, a hometown hero. We're about to interview my boy Paco XL. What's up Paco? How you doing, man? How you feeling?
I'm chilling, I'm good.
That's good to hear, man. So basically Paco, he's one of the biggest names in the art scene in San Jose and in California. And right now he's gonna talk to us about his new clothing line. And what's the name of your clothing line, man?
It's called Muerte.
Muerte. So where do you get inspired from, like, you know, to like come up with a clothing line?
Well, the inspiration kind of dates pretty far back to like the beginning of my career. When I first started doing art, it kind of started on clothes. I used to be an airbrush artist. Well, first graffiti, you know, obviously. And then from graffiti, I've made connections with this guy named Dream. And he was like the leader of TDK crew back in the day. And he passed on, so rest in peace, Dream. And he was an airbrush artist as well. And he kind of started showing me what's up with the airbrush. And we used to airbrush in East Mall together. And we used to do like all kinds of like graffiti letters on people's clothing back in the 80s. Like Belle Biv DeVoe was running like all these letters all over their clothes, so everybody wanted it. And it kept us really busy. And I even did Rapping Forte's like first album cover back in the day, airbrushing. So there was always this passion for like doing stuff with clothing. I was always like, man, this is the shit right here. This is another way of bombing and getting up. Like, I'm gonna put my label, my name, my drawings, my art on people's clothing, and they're gonna walk around all over the world wearing my stuff. So it's kind of relative. It's cohesive. It moves like graffiti does. Like, that's why we paint trains, because it moves. It keeps going. It's like never ending, right? So then, it's always been something that I've been messing with. Always drawing tattoo T-shirts, because obviously clothing wasn't my main career. It was like after airbrushing went from clothing to cars to murals, and then eventually murals in a tattoo shop, and I became a tattoo artist by doing a mural in a tattoo shop. So for the past 15 years I've been tattooing, and got kind of like, man, I gotta get back to what I really like to do too, which is clothing stuff. So about 5 or 6 years ago, this guy from Japan had researched me out from this book that I came in called Graffito. And he's like, I heard about you, I researched you, I know about your history, I want to get tattooed by you. Well, it so happens to be this really big name in Tokyo of a brand called Court Fighter. And he pretty much takes me under his wing, sponsors me, starts showing me the business of things, and has me come out there and do graphics for their label. And then they hook me up with all the fashion industry's reps, like from buyers to sellers to designers, coming to get tattooed by me privately out of their office. So I'm watching, learning, and eventually I'm like, man, I gotta do this. And I wanted to drop my own line, but I have so many things going on, it's kind of hard for me to focus on doing a label by myself. So I partnered up with a buddy of mine, and he said, hey, I got this concept, I'll take care of the business ends of things, and you do some designs. And I was like, okay, I'll do it, but honestly, I'm trying to do my own thing now, so if we're going to do something, we're going to partner up, and it's going to be exclusively my designs. I don't want to work with other people designing, because I want to get on my shit already. And he's like, okay, that's cool, we'll do it that way. And so we partnered up. Him and his wife handle the business end of things, and I do the designing. And then, as well as them, we kind of all, you know, morph our ideas together and build on a concept and you know, feed off each other. But I've been doing this since I was a kid, so I've always had a passion for it. And I like fashion. I like the expression behind fashion. I think it's part of my art. It's part of like the way I dress, the things I wear, the way I present myself. It's part of my culture and how I've been brought up and what I've grown up around. And so sometimes you see me wear other things. Like, I don't always look like totally b-boyed out. Some days I'm wearing this style, and some days I'm wearing another style. And like, I have many styles, so my clothes are gonna express that. So I wanted other people to be able to relate to that and be like, you know what, I want some of that style. And well, here it is, buy it. It's called Muerte. You know, like, I'm gonna do everything I'm into, because I'm into a lot of different things. So the fashion is gonna, I'm not doing just another t-shirt company. I want to be a fashion designer to give people culture, to be able to, you know, those things when you're like, man, I wish I had a pair, I wish I could find a pair of gazelles. Well, guess what? One day you'll be able to find a pair of Muerte gazelles, you know. Oh, I wish I could find those big rope chains again. Well, you'll be able to find those big rope chains. Or I wish I had one of those bubble jackets, you know, or those tight knit jeans again, or, you know, that tight hoodie with the fur on it, you know, or, you know, maybe a special backpack to carry my spray paint, or jackets with stuff to carry markers, you know, like, you know, stuff for skateboarding, stuff for fixed gear riding. Like, I'm into a lot of different things. So basically, Muerte is just the beginning of something that we're trying to cultivate fashion to other people and basically give a little back of what I got to experience.